Second chances are amazing. And a lot of times in life, and especially in football, you don't get them. So that's why when you get them, you have to make the most of them. And a player that we know and think has made the most of his second chance in terms of playing is Denzel Perryman. Now, before we get into this, when I say second chances as it pertains to Denzel Perryman, it's the fact that this man has seemed to have a career resurgence with the Raiders. Now, we know that the Raiders defense has not been great this year. However, I would venture to say if you watch any tape at all, like even just a smidge, just a little bit of tape, you will see that Denzel Perryman is everywhere. I mean, this man, and we'll get into it in his sacks in just a second, but stats, yeah, all that plays into it. But we'll get into all that in just a second. But a guy that has over 100 tackles this year has been flying around the football, and I think, honestly, he's been a glue that has kept that Raiders defense together. I think he deserves a lot of credit for some of the improvements that the Raiders have seen this year. And now, yes, would you like to see, in the draft, maybe pick up some defensive tackles and potentially replace it, long-term replacement for him? Probably. But I do think that it is definitely worth saying and mentioning again that Denzel Perryman has evolved into not only just a better football player with the Raiders, but he has evolved into a leader, an absolute leader with the Raiders. And I think a lot of it has to do with, yes, kind of a change in scheme and also coaching and everything, but he's come into himself. Now let's take a look here. You take a look at his stats with the Chargers and everything. And, you got to be honest when you kind of look at some of this. And you see a guy that was with them for a while, was a guy that would have that 50 to 75 tackle, mark, or 50 to 70 tackle mark, rather. And he was there. He was making plays, had a total of 5 sacks with the Chargers. And, I think a lot of people were expecting a little bit more from him in terms of like being everywhere in the pass game, in pass coverage. This year, I think it has just been he's evolved. He has just evolved. If you look what he's done this year with the Raiders, 12 games, 133 tackles. First time in his career he's had over 75 tackles this year. I mean, and it's different when you watch him too, because it's one thing to be able to look at a guy that plays well, but it's also a whole other thing to be able to watch him do his thing out there. And I think if you see the way he plays with the Raiders and plays with a little bit with that chip on his shoulder, you just see a guy that really has evolved and become a leader with the Raiders. Now, again, I do think a lot of that has to do with a little bit of a change in scheme, and possibly I think he just, if we're being honest with ourselves, he just looks like he's more comfortable, and I absolutely love seeing it, because when you see players like that get a second chance, good players, they get a chance to do it and come back and do their thing, it's absolutely awesome. And if I'm being honest, we'll come back here and get still if you guys look at the stats here. Yes, he's not been a prolific 100 tackle a year guy, and I'm a Vikings fan. I've gotten to deal with Eric Kendricks, the amazing things that he does back there from the middle of the defense. But guys like Denzel Perryman go unnoticed. They really do. The guys that will fly sideline to sideline, will make plays, will do their thing, and just create havoc. And that is exactly what Denzel Perryman has done for the Raiders. Now, I think that moving forward, he's 29 this year, probably going to go, he's probably got 2 to 3 more good years of football left in him before the Raiders have to make a tough decision. And but for right now, this Raiders team, this defense that needed a leader, that needed someone in the middle of the defense to go and tackle the ball carrier, that is exactly what Denzel Perryman has done. And I think moving forward, he's a perfect building block. He is a perfect teacher for whoever you want to bring in for long term. That's the thing. Middle linebackers, you can find them in the 4th round, the 3rd round. Obviously first and second, usually better talent. But in the 3rd or 4th round, you can find a gem, especially in these kinds of drafts coming up. And I think Denzel Perryman could definitely be the guy that not only passes the torch, but continues to put this defense in a spot to be successful, because he's just that kind of football player. He puts the team before himself. And again, almost 133 tackles. That's just crazy. That just shows you how much almost doubled his tackles, essentially has doubled his tackles in the Raiders in just one season. It's amazing what you see from a guy like Perryman, and you wish him nothing but the best, because he's evolved into a leader, especially for the Raiders. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. 2 caveats. Number 1, We will not be doing any videos for Christmas Eve or Christmas. You guys need to go spend time with your families. Enjoy your time with your families. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And thank you guys for all the support. Caveat number 2, in the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms down in the description below. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. Give us a listen and sub on iTunes. We'd greatly appreciate it. And then finally, let us know what you guys think about Denzel Perryman evolving into a leader for the Raiders.